SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro. Slip on the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro, and suddenly every click, pop, and explosion is crisp enough to make your ears high-five each other. The battery swapping magic means you'll never get caught flat, while its active noise canceling actually stifles the roar of life. And yes, you can even hear your teammates mumbling from the next room. Price might burn a hole in your wallet, but for pure comfort and versatility, this headset is still the boss of the wireless gaming arena. 9 out of 10. Dell Alienware Pro Wireless Headset. The Alienware Pro Wireless Headset flexes with a marathon battery life of up to 75 hours and packs punchy surround sound with Dolby Atmos, but its active noise canceling is just okay and adds a weird wobble if you're into accidental spaceship sounds. The microphone is not the hero here, so your teammates might think you're speaking to them through a pillow. For long gaming haul and sharp sound, it's a stylish but imperfect contender. 7 out of 10. Alienware Pro Wireless Headset. Alienware's Pro Wireless Headset brings booming audio and plush comfort. Those slick graphene drivers crank out deep bass, maybe too deep if your game sounds like a thunderstorm. The noise canceling tries to keep you focused, though the mic's quality is more potato than pro, so better grab a separate mic if you're streaming to fans. Great for immersive solo play, slightly lost in multiplayer team chat. 6 out of 10. Nikon Rig 900 Max HS. This headset wants to be the king, with plush ear cups that might fool your head into thinking it's lying on a cloud, plus audio so crisp you'll hear even imaginary footsteps sneaking up on you. The charging dock looks fancy on your desk, but if you like your sound thunderous or need noise canceling, it quietly bows out against the competition. You'll get hours of comfy gaming, just not enough oomph for the cash. 6 out of 10. Skull Candy Crusher Pilar 720. Slap on these headphones and brace yourself, because the bass will send your cheekbones on a wild ride, like a mini massage that leaves you grinning or squinting in surprise. The open back design means your sweaty marathon sessions turn breezy, and you'll get a battery life longer than your patience for explosions rumbling through your skull. It's a wild experience, just skip it for tournaments, unless you want half the arena sharing your game. 7 out of 10. HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless. The Cloud Alpha Wireless is comfort incarnate, packing audio so clear you'll want to keep them on for binge sessions and maybe sleep in them by accident. Battery life is bonkers. 300 hours means you'll forget what charging is, while wireless range lets you wander the house without missing a beat. If you lose the dongle or crave Bluetooth as a backup, expect a little heartbreak, but this headset is still a beast. 9 out of 10. Logitech G Pro X2 Lightspeed. This marathon runner of the headset world boasts an insane 88 hours of battery life, meaning you could probably play through the entire Witcher series twice before needing a charge. The sound quality hits that sweet spot with balanced mids and restrained bass that won't turn your brain into mush during those clutch Counter-Strike moments. While the highs could use more sparkle and the plastic build feels a bit bland for the price, this wireless workhorse delivers consistent performance without breaking your immersion or your bank account. 7 out of 10. PlayStation Pulse Elite. Sony finally remembered how to make gaming headphones after their previous plastic disaster, slapping in fancy planar magnetic drivers that make every footstep sound like it was recorded in your living room. The wireless charging dock is a game changer that turns your headset into a stylish desk ornament when not melting your enemies, while the improved build quality means it might actually survive longer than your PlayStation Plus subscription. These detail-obsessed cans are so precise you will hear the rustling of a streamer's jacket, but that laser focus makes them absolutely perfect for competitive gaming where every audio cue matters. 8 out of 10. Astro A50X. This premium beast demands $400, and your patience for a setup process more complicated than assembling IKEA furniture, but rewards you with audio quality that makes other headsets sound like they are underwater. The multi-platform switching feature lets you jump between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC faster than you can rage quit, while the Dolby Atmos support creates such immersive soundscapes you will duck when grenades explode. Sure, it lacks active noise cancellation and might occasionally flicker your screen like a haunted television, but when it works, it delivers gaming audio so crisp you will question whether you need glasses for your ears. 6 out of 10. Razer Barracuda Pro Wireless. Slip on the Barracuda Pro and you are suddenly a stealthy gaming ninja with noise cancellation so strong, even your neighbor's barking dog gets benched. The minimalist look is slick enough for your morning commute, but the integrated microphones take beamforming to a place where your voice occasionally sounds like you are live streaming from inside a sock. Battery life is marathon grade, with up to 51 hours per charge, but for the price, you are paying for style as much as substance. Solid, but not legendary. 7 out of 10. Biodynamic MX330 Pro. These open-back beauties unleash a natural soundstage so wide, you will hear footsteps coming from last Tuesday. The microphone is so crisp, your teammates might ask if you have upgraded your actual vocal cords. But the wired design means you are tethered to reality and the scary world of cables, with no wireless magic to save you during snack breaks. Comfort is king, but the price tag is royal too. So unless you love competitive precision and have a taste for premium audio, you might want to take a second mortgage. 6 out of 10. Bang & Olufsen Beoplay Portal. If James Bond gamed on the weekends, he would probably wear the Beoplay Portal. These are stylish, comfortable, and go from Xbox to PlayStation to your conference call like buttered toast. The sound is detailed and lush, with noise canceling that tries hard, but sometimes ends up playing peekaboo with low rumbles, while the app feels like it needs to go back to tech school. Pricey as a small vacation, but for audiophile gamers who want a headset that is equal parts hi-fi and fashion, they deliver with flair, just not flawless function. 7 out of 10. Logitech G Astro A10 Gen 2. The Astro A10 Gen 2 is lightweight, so if you rage quit and throw it at a wall, your drywall stands a chance, but sadly your ears might wish for better bass detail. Dialogue and explosions are clear, but mids and lows sometimes blur together like background NPCs in a big shooter lobby, and the ear cups can feel a bit small for those of us blessed with big heads. For the price, it is a sturdy, budget-friendly starter headset, but audiophiles should swipe left. 6 out of 10. Corsair Virtuoso Pro. Corsair Virtuoso Pro walks in with a premium price and fancy graphene drivers, but quickly reminds you to lock the door if your roommates hate headphone sound leakage. Openback means sharing every gunshot and soundtrack with your squad. The airy soundstage and punchy explosions are enough to put a grin on your face, but the design looks almost as plasticky as the online lobby after midnight, and wearing this outside a cozy room is not advised. Pretty, powerful, and a treat in isolation, but for wireless music and noise control, it is more solo MVP than team carry. 7 out of 10. Sony InZone H5. Sony's InZone H5 slays the mid-range game with featherweight comfort and killer audio, so light you might forget you are wearing it until the battery runs out, which is rare. The microphone is crystal clear for trash talk, the bass delivers punchy hits without drowning out footsteps, and the 360 spatial sound turns you into that sneaky pro who hears everything but still forgets to revive teammates. For gaming marathons or casual victory dances, this one is hard to beat for the money. 9 out of 10. HyperX Cloud 3 Wireless. Slip these plush ear cans over your head, and you will forget what sunlight feels like, with up to 120 hours of battery life that almost outlasts your will to game. Directional 53mm drivers and spatial audio make every footstep terrifying, and the detachable mic ensures your trash talk comes through crystal clear, though your ears may get a bit toasty during marathons. Versatile connectivity and supreme comfort seal the deal, but at nearly $180, it is missing some analog love and customization for the perfectionists. 8 out of 10. Lenovo Legion H410. Legion H410 marches in with a wallet-friendly price and punchy 40mm drivers, making sure every explosion and reload rings true. Dual connectivity lets you bounce between low-latency gaming and casual Bluetooth jamming, while the closed-back design is great at keeping out nosy siblings. Comfort is top tier, even for those late-night losses. The microphone flips to mute for instant rage-quit silence, but the frequency, range, and sensitivity are a little narrow for hardcore audiophiles hunting those sweet victory sounds. 7 out of 10. Epos Game 1. Epos. Game 1 is like wearing velvet clouds and comes stacked with a killer microphone that wins every in-game argument before it even starts. Its open design makes your room sound like a stadium with smooth, balanced audio. Just do not expect much privacy. Your dog will hear every defeat. The only real hit is the price, plus average bass and some sound leakage, but if you want classic comfort and crystal voice quality, it is one of the best headsets out there. 8 out of 10. Audeze Maxwell. Strap in, because the Audeze Maxwell is like giving your ears front row tickets to every game and concert. Those huge 90mm planar magnetic drivers serve audio so rich, you might start mistaking bullets for symphony notes. Battery life borders on the absurd, with 80 hours of wireless gaming marathon potential. But unless you're already training for Olympic long-haul gaming, that weight might leave your neck feeling like it's been bench pressing for days. Still, if you can swing the price and survive the bulk, this headset is basically the gaming headset final boss. Just don't try wearing it to bed unless you want pillow marks for breakfast. 9 out of 10. Logitech G435. Logitech's G435 is so lightweight, you'll wonder if you're actually wearing a headset, or if the ghost of affordable gaming comfort has come to whisk you away. The sound is pleasantly punchy and nicely balanced for the price, but just don't expect any fancy noise cancellation. This headset lets in more background chatter than a crowded Twitch chat, and audio can get inconsistent if it's not perfectly placed. For under $100, with nearly 20 hours of battery and reliable wireless connectivity, it's a solid pick for casual gamers and marathon zoomers, but seasoned players may want something with a bit more oomph. 6 out of 10. Turtle Beach Stealth 600 Gen 3. Turtle Beach Stealth 600 Gen 3 brings marathon-level battery life with a ridiculous 80 hours of gameplay, plus comfy ear cushions that'll keep you smiling through every late-night lobby rage. The sound profile is exciting and bass-forward for explosions, but can get a little muddy, while the flip-up mic and customization app are genuinely useful. Unfortunately, outside noise comes through like your neighbor's lawnmower in a horror game. Value is the name of the game here, but muddy mids and iffy isolation mean you're getting a rugged all-rounder, not an audio superstar. 7 out of 10. SteelSeries Arctis Nova 5. This headset tries to straddle high-end comfort and budget price, landing somewhere in the middle with its lightweight build and quick-switch wireless magic. But get ready for some sound chaos if your game gets layered and loud, as those 40mm drivers struggle harder than my Wi-Fi on a Monday morning. Still, it handles marathon sessions without melting your ears off, making it a decent pick if you love gaming longer than your will to live. 7 out of 10. Turtle Beach Atlas Air. The Atlas Air feels so light on your head you might check if you're still wearing it, and the open-back design gives your ears room to breathe like they just finished a spa day. Just don't expect booming bass or to block out roommate noise, and beware the wobbly software and a mic that's a whisper away from potato quality. For quiet solo gaming, it's bliss, otherwise keep looking. 6 out of 10. Corsair HS80 Max. Corsair's HS80 Max is the headset equivalent of a comfy couch you'll never want to leave, with memory foam ear cups and a ski band design that hug your head but don't fry your ears. Sound is rich and immersive on PC thanks to personalizable EQ, though it flops on console unless you're ready to tweak like a mad scientist. If comfort is queen and you love fiddling with sound, this is a solid choice. 8 out of 10. SteelSeries Arctis 7. Slip these on and it is like your ears booked a first-class seat. Ultra comfy, vivid sound, and directional audio so good you will hear footsteps sneaking up from the next galaxy over. If you crank the volume to 11, expect an annoying hiss, but the default is crisp enough to pin the blame on your teammate for that sudden loss. The battery keeps the party going way longer than most, but if you want the absolute latest wizardry, you might peek at its Nova cousin. 7 out of 10. Corsair Void RGB Elite. This chunky headset looks like a disco ball meta-transformer, and while the lights dazzle, the fit can be a loose cannon. Even a sneeze feels risky. Sound lands firmly in the meh zone, with bass hiding somewhere off-screen and mids playing referee, so your tunes and game explosions are never too spicy. On the plus side, if you love marathon Discord rants, the mic is absolute overkill. But for actual gaming glory, this is not my hero pick. 4 out of 10. SteelSeries Arctis Nova 7. Fresh out of the SteelSeries lab, this stealthy headset crushes long gaming sessions with feathery comfort and battery juice to make lesser headsets weep. Sound is punchy with a bass kick that sometimes steps on vocals, but for gaming, the spatial audio is almost psychic, pinpointing enemy footsteps and distant chaos like you have superhero ears. Bluetooth support and fast charging round out the package, but the battery is a bit shorter than the old Arctis 7, so weigh comfort against marathon needs. 8 out of 10. Razer Blackshark V2 Hyperspeed. This headset is so lightweight you might forget you're wearing it, until that booming bass reminds you it is locked and loaded for gaming glory. The plush ear cups feel like tiny clouds, but the wireless connection sometimes gets a little too adventurous and wanders off if you're not careful. While its microphone is decent for mid-match shouting, pray the battery does not bail out before you hit that sweet victory screen. 7 out of 10.